Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss various types of natural resources. Okay. So any resources that found naturally in the environment, okay, comes under the category natural resources. Okay. So the objective of today's discussion is to study various types of natural resources and learning outcomes of today's discussion. After completing the lecture, student able to understand value of various types of natural resources and major problem associated with natural resource conservation in reference with the sustainable development and major natural resources threats. Okay, so first of all, we need to know about general definition of natural resource. Okay, so natural resources occur naturally within environment. Okay, and natural resource is often characterized by amount of biodiversity. Okay, so if biodiversity is more, so definitely this is due to the natural resources that present in an environment. Okay, and any material which is part of earth and satisfy human need and add value is called as a resource. Okay. For example, rocks, okay, which has various minerals, various metals, okay, soil, okay, and rivers, plants, animal, and human is a resource because developing his skills, he can develop other resources, okay, by adding value to them, okay, and increase the uh, worth of these natural resources. So first of all, we have to discuss what are the value of natural resources. Okay. So there are in various field the natural resource has significant value. Okay, like economic value. So the production of things from natural resource increase the economic condition of any country. So if a country has a vast variety of natural resources, so definitely the economy of this country is a good condition. Okay, and the legal value. Okay, and legal value means the clean air, natural resource provide fresh water, they provide healthy animals and human beings, they provide. Okay, and you know that we depend on the clean air and fresh water, okay, for the survival. And the another value of these natural resources are aesthetic value. Okay, aesthetic means it increase the beauty of any place. Okay, so that visitor can come to that place. Okay, so that the financial gain of that particular country has to be increased. Okay, and like roads, ponds, and the agriculture field also has a aesthetic value. Okay, and there are major problems which associated with the natural resource conservation. So no awareness for conservation of natural resource is the major problem among the peoples. Okay, so that the natural resource day by day become depleted, and exploitation of living natural resources for short-term economic gain and value and knowledge about the species and ecosystem inadequately known by the person, and unplanned urbanization and uncontrolled industrialization also affect the natural resource conservation. Okay, and the other threats to the nature resource is habitat destruction. Okay, so it is a major problem. You know that when any destruction of habitat is there, okay, so definitely it affect the whole ecosystem. Okay, as you know that in any ecosystem, the each and every individual has their importance. Okay, because if the link are broken within the ecosystem, so definitely it will affect the flow of energy. Okay, and extension of agriculture is another threat to the natural resources. Okay, and filling up of wetlands. Okay, as you know that wetlands are reservoir and act as a water natural water filter units. Okay, and to prevent the floods. Okay, droughts. And other threats include conversion of rich biodiversity site for human settlement and industrial development. Okay, so as far as industrial development has to be there, so definitely it on the cost of natural resource depletion and uncontrolled commercial exploitation of natural resources is there. Okay, either in the field of mines, okay, in the extraction of minerals, extraction of ores. Okay, so all these affect the natural resource reservoir. Okay, so as we have to discuss, the natural resources include air, water, forest, animals, fish, marine life, biomass. Okay, fossil fuel also comes under the natural resources like coal, petroleum, natural gases, wildlife, renewable energy resources like solar energy, wind energy, biomass energy, geothermal energy. Okay, so all these naturally present in the environment. Okay, that's why it comes under the category natural resources. Okay, and even prosperity of any nation is dependent on the natural resources available in the nation. Okay, like you know that if any country has good reservoir of petroleum. Okay, so the prosperity is already there in the nation. So if we talk about the classification of resources, so resources are two types: renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Okay, so renewable resources that can be naturally renewed over time. Okay, and renewable energy is energy which is generated from natural sources like sun. Okay, wind energy. Okay, and rain, tides, which is called tidal energy, and can be generated again and again and when required. Okay, so these are the renewable natural resources. Okay, okay, and they are available in plenty and by far most the cleanest source of energy available on this planet. Okay, like solar energy, wind energy, geothermal energy. Okay, the geothermal energy, the natural hot reservoir or extraction of energy from the natural hot reservoir, and biomass energy. Okay, and from plants, and tidal energy are the example of renewable energy. Okay, and another category of natural resources are non-renewable resources. Okay, so non-renewable resources is a natural resources that cannot be remade or regrown at a scale of their consumption. Okay, so that's why it's comes under the non-renewable resources, because if the over exploitation of these resources is there, so definitely in the near future these resources may be depleted, and non-renewable resources are not environmental friendly as well, and can have a serious impact on environment and human health. And they are called non-renewable because they cannot be regenerated within a short period of time. Okay, like you see that the coal, petroleum. Okay, it take thousands of years to prepare in the natural habitat. Okay, and non-renewable sources exist in the form of fossil fuel, natural gases, oil, coal. Okay, so all these are the non-renewable resources. Okay, and another types of natural resources, forest resources. Okay, so forest resources. So scientists estimate that India should ideally have 33% of its land under forest cover, and today we have only 12% of forest cover. Thus, we need not only to protect existing forest, but also to increase our forest cover. Okay, so, this is due to the deforestation. This condition has to be there. So, what are the uses of forest resources? So, they stop the rain bearing wind and cause the rainfall. Okay, so precipitation is due to the presence of forest because they attract the rainfall. Okay, and they increase the moisture content in the atmosphere. Okay, and thereby provide additional precipitation or rainfall in that locality, and they minimize the extreme variation in climatic condition, and make the climate more equable. Okay, and they control floods during heavy rain by absorbing excess rainwater, and they prevent soil erosion by checking or prevent the force of flowing water, okay, which cause erosion, and the thick root of the tree absorb large quantity of water. Thus, forest help in flow of river and stream, okay, and prevent the erosion, and even prevent the floods. And they offer hunting grounds for wild animals, and they provide shelter to wild animal and as well as birds, and they improve the sanitary condition of a place, okay, as they are the natural absorber of polluted gases that present in the atmosphere, and they are a source of revenue to the government, and even they facilitate human existence by providing oxygen to human beings and absorbing carbon dioxide that released by the human beings, and they provide employment and a large number of people in different capacities as cutters, carriers, okay. So they are provide us herbal medicine, and a lot of medicine plant are present in the natural forest area, okay. And the reason for the large scale depletion of forest, so there are so many reason is there, as we already know. So the main reason are expansion of agriculture, okay, and divided the expansion of agriculture has to be there, and more forest have been cleared for agriculture, and large area of the forest land have been cleared for urbanization and for human settlement and for industrial development, for industrialization, and commercial exploitation of forest is there, and the natural calamities like forest fire also affect and deplete the forest resources, and mining activity also affect the forest cover, because due to the mining activity there is carbon dust has to be increased on the leaves, and ultimately the photosynthesis efficiency has to be decreased, okay, which affect the forest, okay, and the plant degraded over time at the mining area, okay, and forest disease are also partially responsible for depletion of forest cover. And what are the adverse effect of depletion of these resources? So it has contributed to rise in temperature, okay, and it has contributed to lesser precipitation. If there is a, depletion of forest cover is there, it is responsible for increased rate of soil erosion. If there is a depletion of forest cover is there, it is responsible for increase in the frequency and volume of floods, because as we have to discuss here, the forest act as a natural absorber, and they absorb large amount of water within a small span of time, and it has leads to a loss of soil productivity, and it okay, due to the depletion of forest cover, and it is responsible for loss of biodiversity, because a number of habitat destruction due to the depletion of forest is there, and it has leads to extinction of several species of plants and animal, and it has caused imbalance in the ecosystem ultimately, okay. And how we can conserve these forest resources, okay. So the regulated and planned cutting of tree, if there we can conserve our forest resources, okay. So control over forest fire, and the reforestation program has to be initiated, and afforestation has to be initiated, and check on forest clearance for agriculture and human habitation and settlement, or in the name of development for short-term economic gain. The forest destruction has to be checked, and development of green belt around cities, and check on mining activity in the forest area, and protection of existing forest must be there, and conservation of threatened species of trees. Okay, so these are the some way by which we can conserve our forest resources. And the some other way how we by which we can conserve our forest resources, so the agroforestry. Okay, so the with the forest cover we have to plan to carry out agriculture and development of national park and sanctuary. Okay, and development of botanical garden, development of seed bank if any plant comes under the endangered species, and forest management either in case of afforestation, okay, and deforestation, and proper role of government in the forest conservation is required. So, what is deforestation? So, it is very understood that deforestation means reckless or large-scale felling or cutting of trees by men for commercial and other purposes. Okay, so this is called deforestation. And what are the cause or major cause of deforestation? So the cause are desertification, okay, and the soil degradation and soil erosion also major cause of deforestation, loss of vegetation cover, destruction of natural habitat and loss of wildlife, and change in the climatic condition, environmental pollution has to be increased, and damage to ecosystem. Okay, and because we know that ecosystem depend on the biotic and abiotic component, so each and every component including forest is essential to sustain ecosystem, and reduction in soil moisture, and how we can control of deforestation. So the prevention of human settlement in the forest area has to be prevented, and check on expansion of agriculture into the forest land. Okay, and prohibition of setting up of agriculture into the forest land, and check on reckless cutting of trees, and controlled mining in the forest area, and check on construction of large dam in the forest area, and control on overgrazing in the forest area. Okay, so these are the some way by which we have to control deforestation. Okay, and the next natural resources. Okay, are water resources. Okay, so as we know that 67% of Earth's surface is covered by water. Okay, and only less than 2.7% of global water is only fresh water, and most of the fresh water, approximately 2.05%, are logged in the ice caps and glacier, and only less than 0.7% is available for human consumption only. Okay, so, overutilization and pollution of surface and groundwater is a major concern of exploitation of water resources. And with the growth of human population, there is an increasing need for larger amount of water to fulfill a variety of basic needs. So, today in many areas, this requirement cannot be met. Okay, and the demand and supply also affected due to the improper development, sustainable in the way of use of water resources in the sustainability, and overutilization of water occur at various level, and most people use more water than they really needed. Okay, because there are no regulation of use of water is there. Okay, and most of us waste water during a bath, by using shower, or during washing of clothes, and many agriculturalists use more water than necessary to grow crop, and there are many ways in which farmer can use less water without reducing the yield, such as the use of drip irrigation system. Okay, and which used in some part of the country. And agriculture also pollute the surface water and underground water stored by the excessive use of chemical fertilizer, pesticides, and methods such as the use of biomass as a fertilizer, and non-toxic pesticides such as neem products reduce the agricultural pollution of surface and groundwater. Okay, which currently you know that the chemical fertilizer is and pesticide extensively used in the agriculture field. Okay, which ultimately affect the increase the pollution of surface water as well as groundwater. Okay, and the industry tend to maximize short-term economic gain by not bothering about its liquid waste and releasing directly into the streams, rivers, and sea. Okay, so ultimately it affects our natural water resources. And floods have been a serious environmental hazard from a century, and deforestation cause floods most worse than they actually happen. And this flood may kill many people and damage crops and destroy homes. And rivers changes its course during floods, and tons of valuable soil is lost into the sea. And as the forests are degraded, rainwater no longer percolate slowly into the subsoil but run off down the mountain side, bearing large amount of topsoil or fertile soil. Okay, and drought in the most arid region of the world, the rain are unpredictable due to the deforestation. As we have to discuss, the forest attract rain, and this leads to a period when there is a serious scarcity of water, even to drink and for use in the farm or provide for urban or industrial uses. Okay, and one of the factors that worsen the effect of drought is deforestation. And drought is one of the major problem in our country due to unpredictable climatic condition or due to the failure of one or more monsoon. Okay, so how we can manage these problems related to the water resources? Okay, so building several small reservoir instead of few mega project. Okay, so it may be suggested that build a small dam as compared to the few large dam, and develop a few catchment dams, and afforestation permit recharging of underground water, and treatment and recycling municipal waste water for agriculture uses. Okay, and preventing leakage from dams and canals, and prevent loss in the municipal pipes. Okay, and effective rainwater harvesting system. Okay, installed in the urban area, and water conservation measure in agriculture, such as using drip irrigation. Okay, and pricing the water at its real value makes people use it more responsible and efficiently and reduce the water wasting. Okay, so these are the some way by which the water management has to be carried. And next is mineral resources. So, mineral is a naturally occurring substance of a definite chemical composition and identifiable physical property. Okay, this is the definition of a mineral. And mineral are formed over a period of millions of years in the earth crust. Okay, and the major minerals are iron, aluminium, zinc, manganese, copper, which has important raw material for the various industrial applications. And important non-metal resources include coal, salt, clay, cement, and silica. And stone used for building materials such as granite, marble, limestone constitute another category of the minerals. And minerals with special properties that humans value, such as diamond, okay, emerald, okay, ruby, okay, stone, and the luster of gold, silver, and platinum, all are often from these mineral resources. Okay, that used for the ornaments. And mineral in the form of the oil, gas, coal were formed when ancient plant and animal life were converted into the underground fossil fuel. Okay, it takes thousands of years to convert into the fossil fuel. And the mining. So the extraction of the minerals and their ore from the earth's interior, so that they can be used for various purposes, is called mining. So mines are of two types, that is surface mining and deep or shaft mining. So mining is a hazardous occupation, and the safety of the mine worker is also an important task. And the surface mining is less hazardous as compared to the underground mining. And metal mining is less hazardous than coal mining. And mining poses several long-term occupational hazard to the miners, dust produced during the mining operation is injurious to the health. It causes many lung diseases like black lungs, and fumes generated by incomplete dynamite explosion are extremely poisoning, and even radiation is hazardous in case of uranium mines, okay, or radioactive element mines. And these pictures shows the surface mining and the underground mining. And now next is the food resources. So today our food comes almost from agriculture, animal husbandry, and fishing. Okay, these are the three major sources from which the food resource has to be provided. And although India is self-sufficient in food production, and it is only because of a modern pattern of agriculture that are unsustainable and which pollute of our environment with the excess use of fertilizers and pesticides. Okay, and if this crop are hit by the pest, the entire crop can be devastated, leaving the farmer no income during that particular year. And these are the major food resources: wheat, rice, maize, potato, barley, oats, pulses, vegetables, fruits, sugarcane, milk, meat, fish. Okay, all these comes under the major food resources. Okay, and if we talk about the world food problem, so in many developing country, where population are expanding rapidly, the production of food is unable to keep pace with the growing demand. Okay, so obviously it affects the demand as well as supply of the food resources. So the food production in 64 of out of 105 developing country is lagging behind the population growth level. Okay, so ultimately it's a very serious condition, and these countries are unable to produce more food or do not have the financial means to import it. And India is the one of the countries that have been able to produce enough food by cultivating its large proportion of land through irrigation. And the green revolution of 60s reduced starvation in the country. So the world food problem, you can see that worldwide, the 848 million people's malnourished, and in the developed countries, 16 million people malnourished has to be observed. In the developing country, 832 million people observed has symptoms of malnourishment, and in India, 230 millions of people under the malnutrition. And another food resources is fishery, and fish is an important protein food in many parts of the world, and this include freshwater and marine water fish, and the supply of the food from fishery has been increased nowadays. Okay, so the problem of food security is many factors that affect food security, like climate change, low productivity, rising population, demand for water, ecological degradation, increasing cost of cultivation. Okay, so all these factors affect the food security. Next is the energy resources. So as we have to talk about the renewable energy, is energy which is generated from the natural resources, okay, like solar energy, wind energy, geothermal energy, and biomass energy. Okay, so all these are the energy resources. And another is non-renewable resources. Okay, so a non-renewable resources is a natural resources that cannot be regenerated. Okay, uh, yeah, okay, and the non-renewable resources are not environmental friendly and can have serious effect on the health. And they are called non-renewable because they cannot be regenerated within a short period of time. Okay, like fossil fuel, natural gas, oil, and coal. Now next one is land resources. Okay, land is another resources, like it includes the hills, valley, plains, river basin, wetland. Okay, so land is a finite natural resources, and as you know that human needs land for building homes, cultivating food, agriculture, developing industry for providing goods and services, and for creating towns and city, and for industrialization. So thus, a rational use of land need careful planning, and one can develop most of these different types of land uses almost anywhere. But it is very important to protect the wilderness area in the form of national park and sanctuaries. And if land is utilized properly, it can be considered as a renewable resources. Okay. Otherwise, land is also converted into the non-renewable resources when highly toxic industrial and nuclear wastes are dumped on it. Okay. And land degradation, like farmland is under threat due to more and more intensive utilization every year. Even between 5 to 7 million hectares of land worldwide is added to the existing degraded farmland. Okay. And the use of more and more chemical fertilizer poison to the soil, so that eventually the land become unproductive over time. And as urban centers grow and industrial expansion occurs, the agricultural land and the forest shrink, and this is a serious loss and long-term ill effect on the human civilization. And soil erosion is another consideration, okay, which also responsible for land degradation. And now, what is the role of as an individual in the conservation of these natural resources? Okay. So, natural. So, uh, so the individual role in the forest conservation. Okay. So, in what way the individual helps to protect, conserve these natural resources or forest resources. So, the measure to conserve forest, save trees and planting new trees. Include not felling the trees in the forest, and farms, roadside, or the houses if they are green, and not uprooting the existing tree while constructing a house. Okay, but planting fast-growing plant species in open area of the house, and planting herbs, shrubs, or suitable tree in and around the house. Okay, and maintain lawn and garden in open place in house if possible, and participating in community plantation program. Okay, so these are the way as an individual helps to protect or conserve forest resources, and encourage mass scale tree plantation program, and cooperate with NGO engage in the protection of trees, and plant tree generously in barren field, and take tree plantation with year ceremonies such as birthday, marriage anniversary, like that. And observe July 1 to 7 as a one Mahotsav week. Encourage adopt a tree program, that is each one tree one. Okay. And observe March 21 as a forest day, and celebrate these days to encourage for the forest conservation, and discourage using paper for correspondence. And individual role in the water management, and the measure to conserve water resources include non-keeping water tap running. Okay. And check water leak and repair as soon as, and adopt a minimum water use pattern, and installing a water saving toilet that use optimum water per flush, and adopting rainwater harvesting devices in your house to conserve water for future uses, and collect wastewater in your home and use it for watering kitchen garden. Okay. So these are the some way by which you can contribute for the conservation of water resources. And filling water in washing machine to the level required for the cloth to be washed, and watering lawn and kitchen garden plant in the evening to minimize evaporation loss, and not watering them in the midday or hot day, and save wetland, lakes, pond, wells, and observe March 22 as a World Water Days, observe February 2nd as World Wetland Days, and join youth water team or any such NGO engaged in the water conservation. And the individual role in the conservation of mineral resources. Okay, so the some of the measures to conserve mineral resources are minimize the use of mineral which are likely to be depleted or exhausted, and minimize use of jewelry to conserve scarce minerals, and recycle and reuse mineral and glasses, and buy durable product that last long, and buy efficient vehicles, and repair and reuse bicycles, and use recyclable utensils. Okay, so these are the ways by which you can save or protect conservation of mineral resources. And individual roles in the food security or conservation of food resources. So some of the measures to achieve food security are sustainable use of food and not wasting food, and eating only as much as required for sustenance of life, and consuming local and seasonable vegetables as so as to save energy on their transportation, storage, preservation, and buy only organically grown food. Okay, as you know that the high use of pesticide fertilizer ultimately degrade the land, and discourage packed, canned, and preserved food, shift from non-vegetarian to the vegetarian, and observe October 16 as World Food Day and November 21 as World Fishery Day. Okay, to encourage the conservation of food resources. And individual role in energy conservation and saving energy. Okay, so how we can contribute for that? So turning off light, fans or other electrical appliances when not in use, and replacing tube light with CFL or LED lights, and construct a building in such a way that maximum amount of sunlight can be obtained, and try to dry cloth in sunlight instead of dryer or washing machine, and using solar cooker for cooking food, and buying energy efficient appliances, always checking energy consumption. Okay, and minimize use of automobiles by using bicycle, public transport, carpooling. Okay, so these are the way by which you can conserve the energy resources. And trying to reside near the place of work if possible, and keeping vehicle turn for low consumption of fuel. Okay, and checking fuel consumption data while buying a new vehicle, and following the advice given by petroleum conservation research associations, and wearing adequate woolen cloth during winter instead of using heat convector, and growing deciduous tree at a proper place outside the house, and they will cut off intense heat during the summer, and cut off electrical consumption, and will provide a cool breeze. And observe and celebrate December 14 as a World Energy Conservation Day to encourage the energy conservation of energy resources. And individual role in the sustainable agriculture and soil protection. So these include reducing use of chemical, okay, like excessive use of fertilizers, excessive use of pesticide, okay, to prevent soil pollution. Instead of use biofertilizer, biopesticides, and avoid over irrigation without proper irrigation to prevent water logging, and discouraging monoculture practice in agriculture, and adopting mixed cropping, and adopting drip irrigation to avoid washing out soil nutrients. As you know, more than 90% water evaporate. Okay, and only the few percentage of water can absorb by the plant by the traditional method of watering of the plant. And observe December 23rd as a water farmer days, and June 17 as a day to combat desertification and desert, and observe November 21 and 27 as a National Land Resource Conservation Week. Okay, to encourage the sustainable use of agriculture and soil resources. And this is the differences. Okay, now you have to attempt quiz. So the first question is, which of the following statement is true about natural resources? So natural resources occur naturally within environment. Okay, correct. Any material which is part of earth and satisfy human need. Okay, and characterized by amount of biodiversity and geodiversity existent in the various ecosystem. Okay, so all these points related to the natural resources. So option D is correct. And what is the value of natural resources? Okay, so it has economic value, legal value, aesthetic value. Okay, so natural resource has all of these values. Okay, so the option D is correct. And major problem with nature resource conservation include low awareness for conservation of natural resources and exploitation of living natural resources for economic gain, and value and knowledge about the species and ecosystem inadequately known. Okay. So all these points are related to the major problem with nature resource conservation. Okay. And what are the major nature resources threats? Okay, so habitat reduction. Okay, it is natural resource threats. Correct. Extension of agriculture. Correct. Filling up of wetland. Correct. Okay. So all these are the threats to the nature resource destruction. Okay. So the option D is correct. Okay. And nature resource include air and water. Correct. Forest, animal and fishes. Okay, this is also the natural resource. Fossil fuel, this is also the natural resource. Okay, so the option D is correct. And world energy consumption day celebrate on December 14th. Okay, so the option A is correct. Okay, so thank you everyone.